Hi guys, and today we are going to look a bit again at Diablo, Reaper of Souls, and at this time I'm going to show you the things that I was originally planning when I was starting the channel, and we are going to see some class skill builds that is easier, that works at least for me in the adventure mode and are quite easy for farming. And in first we have Witch Doctor that I found quite nice build, and so far it has worked very nicely in the Torment 1, and while I'm filming I thought that together we can see how it works in Torment 2. And same, I am also going to show you the build that I have and a little bit speak about my ideas behind it. So I'm sure that someone else has also found this same build and has it some kind of name, but I'm kind of saying this Witch Doctor Zoo build because main focus in here is with the companions and creatures and stuff like that. So let's hop in. As a signature spell, I've been using Plague Toads with the Reign of Toads. I'd say that with this it was quite hard to find at first that which one is the best one. In the beginning I was using with the corpse spiders with the Spider Queen because I thought it goes quite nicely with the theme. But with the long run it wasn't really that good, so I did change with the toads. And so far it's been working quite nicely. The second one that I'm having here, this is quite new, adding here is the Mass Confusion, and here I've been trying this Mass Hallucination rune that brings giant spirit doing stuff there, and I don't really remember to use it so often, but I think it's quite nice. Gives some with extra damage and makes a little bit confusion. But here the main thing is this whole build is the zombie dogs, and with them I've been using the flame dogs. So far it's the other one that I would say that could also work is the rabbit dogs with the poison damage, but that's so far I like the burning dogs. And of course with the kind of ultimate spell we're using the Gargantuan, and with him I've been using that when there is elite enemy or several enemies it gets a little bit better, so that's quite nice. I would say that maybe dogs are for me the big hitter, but I'll be telling you later why it is. And I'm also using the Fetish army. It's useful with the if there's a really big group of enemies or if there is a boss, then it's just quite nice add-on for the damage in there. And one of the most important spells that I'm using is the Haunt. This is something that I'm drawing off all the time, trying to hit as many enemies as possible, so but yeah. And with that I'm also using that there goes the two spirits. So but if you are concerned about your survival, I think the life per second rune could also be quite nice. But and if you're mana problems, then you could use the MPS rune also. So there's option, but I like this two spirits thing. It's several targets and quite good, I would say, AoE. With passives, I'm going with everything that affects mostly with the companions that I'm having. With Fierce Loyalty and my Midnight Feast is one reason why I have them, because I get the extra zombie dog, but with Midnight also gives damage boost for my dogs and Gargantuan, so that's quite nice. And then there is a zombie handler that gives also the extra dog and a little bit more life. And the last one, I think it's quite up to you that what you like to take, but I think this goes quite nicely with the team. So I have chance to get Darkbeard, the fetish that does some damage for me. So I think it procs quite often. At the best I have around 10 fetishes same time, so you can really get a quite huge army with them. But if you want some options, I think Jungle Fortitude might be quite nice if you're worried about that dogs or Gargantuan is taking a little bit too much damage, so this helps with that. And if you like your chances, then you might Circle of Life. It might give you more to dogs, and if you want to use a bit more with the Hound or Locust Farm or the Piranhas, then I think this will be also one quite nice option. But this is the build that I've been using, at least in Torment 1 I was just wrecking enemies, so that's why we're also trying the Torment 2. But one interesting thing with this build is this ring that I found that makes all the dogs that I have. I think overall I can have 5 dogs now, but this ring makes them one big dog that does really much damage. But I would also say that this build works very nicely even if you don't have this ring. You have just so many dogs that they will make quite nicely the damage that you need them to do. So now that we have seen the build and a little bit explanation what I've been using, then let's go see a little bit more gameplay and let's see where we have. Okay, so we have quite nice. I really love the Cathedral in here, so let's go do some bounties in there, and same you can see a little bit more gameplay. And maybe we can talk some fun stuff. And also one thing that I would like to mention with this build, that the follower that you can have, I like to use the Templar guy, and with his talents I've been made him quite tanky. So well, in here I take I get a little bit resource generation easier, and here's the life generation, but otherwise I take him quite tanky talents, and with gear I've been focusing more that gear that gives him more HP and armor and stuff like that, so he really can take the hits. But otherwise, what I would say that this build, that for myself, I just mainly run around and throwing out the Hound, and I let the pets do the other things. And like you can see, I already have a few fetishes in here that are making some nice damage for me. But if I would say other things, that one main thing is to just keep the haunt on all the time with the enemies and just trying to hit as many as possible, and because I would say that that is the one of the main damage bringer in this whole build. So of course the dog and Gargantuan is hitting quite hard, but the haunt can go through enemies so fast that I think that's the most important spell that you can have here. But yeah, okay, so your target is over there, and as you can see, the damage is still quite nice in here, even in Torment 2, and makes me think that I could quite easily go Torment 3 or higher, but yeah, I would say it's just nice to see that you can survive here, and let's say that it will be interesting to see how easily we can do the bounty in here. Sometimes those shrine events can be a little bit tricky in some places, but I'm sure that here we can do it. Yeah, okay, so now we have cleared the area, so there won't be any unnecessary extra dudes making my life harder. So yeah, but like you can see, it goes quite nicely, and I would say that the more enemies you have around you, then more effective the hound will be, and I'm sorry if you add the mass confusion there, then this whole build would work even better. So, but yeah, that's about the build and the gameplay part. So but I would like to hear in your thoughts in the comments if you think some changes that you might think that works better with this build, and or if you are using this by yourself also, then interested to hear about your thoughts. That what do you like it? Okay, so let's pop in the little guys. Yeah. Yeah, well, I have to say it's hard this speaking and playing at the same time, when even though, as you can see, playing with this character build isn't really that hard, but still, when you're trying to concentrate something, it makes things a little bit more trickier. So, yeah. So, do you guys still playing Diablo, or are you having a kind of break it, or how do you still feel the game? And for me, I had to, I would say, quite long break with it. I just really come back to this game around 2-3 weeks ago when there was some kind of patch in the console version, and I don't really know why, but I really did get hooked in this game, and I mainly have been playing with this. Sure, there's been a few other games that I've been trying out, but I don't know. Some reason I just got so badly hooked in this, and mainly that I also started my little bit crazy adventure to trying to get the PlayStation trophy that you get level 70 character with all the classes, and when I started that I only had level 70 Crusader that I did level up when I did get this game for the PlayStation first time, and after that really didn't play that much more after getting that level 70, and now I have think almost every character except Demon Hunter and Monk only left anymore, so I don't know. I really hope that I get off this suit after I get the trophy, and because there are other games that I really want to try out now and really focus on playing with them. One example is will be the Lords of the Fallen that comes in this week, so I'm really interested to try it out. But that's something that well, we'll see if that happens. Oh yeah, and also one thing that I think that would be nice to add with this build or say about it, that I haven't really played Diablo so much lately in PC, but I really think that this could work also in the PC version, so or at least I cannot see any reason why it wouldn't work in there also, that because the main thing here is only to have as many companions as you can have, and maybe the reason why I tried out this is because I really loved Necromancer in Diablo 2, and with him I always made the build that I have tried to get as many skeletons and golems and stuff like that, so I was always running around with this huge army with companions that really did all the work, and I mainly used some curses and stuff like that that helped them do the damage or help them survive without taking so much damage. So I think that is the one reason why I really get into this, try out this build. And last thing that I think I would like to show you guys in this video is the one boss fight. So I think we'll go to the Skeleton King, and yeah, I think I'll cut in here so you don't have to watch the meeting with all these enemies in here, so we can just focus in the boss fight. So make cuts in here. Okay, so now we are in the boss fight, and will be interesting to see how does it feel. Still quite easy or not, but at least still it shows that the Skeleton King is losing his health quite rapidly, so I would say that still with this difficulty level it's not really that hard, so I really think that if I'll keep playing with Witch Doctor later, I might need to a little bit take the difficulty a little bit higher end. But still, I would say that it will be interesting to see that how far this build really can go, or at least that how long this will be effective enough to really making the game in, I don't really know if the thing easy is the right word, but I think it's the closest one that really can describe this, how it works at the moment. And I really did get a little bit too much hit in there, so. Oh, and here is the Nemesis thing. Didn't even see that he came, but yeah. Normally I think that, I don't know, some people might like that, but I find that Nemesis thing a little bit annoying, and most of the time he's just killing me a little bit too easily. But I think I'll be ending the video in here, and I hope that some of you found this interesting or helpful or anything, and if you're still playing Diablo and you like the Witch Doctor, then feel free to try out, and if you do, please tell in the comments that what you liked, and if you're the PC player, then you can also tell that how well does this work in PC. But I think there's really not anything that different that can't really see a reason why it wouldn't work. So, and I might get a little bit few more this kind of videos with the other classes. At least I think with the wizard I have found quite nice build that I might show you guys, and yeah, and if I found with the other classes some builds that really works, then I will share them with you. But hope you have a nice day, and like the video, and if you want to see some content in the channel later, then please subscribe. And I'm trying to start to make the content a little bit more often. At the start has been really slow for me, but now that I have the idea what I'm doing with the channel, then there will be content a little bit more often than that it has been now. But have a nice day, and we'll see you the next time. See ya.